Hey all, welcome to Motoramblings. I'm Patrick. Today I'm riding Carper, a 2012 Suzuki VStrom. Up ahead of me is Carson, and we are on the Smokey Mountain 1000. Alright all, welcome to Motoramblings and the Smokey Mountain 1000 Day 2. This is going to be very short. The rest of the video is going to be Day 3. But I wanted to talk about why Day 2 is so short. We had some nasty thunderstorms come through early this morning, about 5 o'clock, and they lasted till about 11. And it was just pouring rain, wind, thunder, lightning, hail. Hail on a tent is very loud. And Carson and I have been just kind of messing around, drying things out that needed to be dried. Rinsed off the not the Goldwing. I am on the VStrom. Rinsed off the VStrom, and Carson is up there right now working on rinsing off his Africa Twin. And we're just hanging out here at the campground today, just because we can. But stay tuned for Day 3. That's when all the action is going to start all over again. Hopefully, the roads aren't going to be near as technical and as nasty as they were yesterday. I still think Carson might be trying to kill me. He's just going to try to make it look like it was an accident, that I crashed and died, because he's putting me to the test.
Y'all believe that, don't you? I mean, he is still moving around, so if I was trying to kill him, wouldn't he be limping a little bit by now?
I am. But Carson's rinsing off the old Africa Twin, trying to get some of that mud and nastiness off of it. And tomorrow, what's our plan?
We really don't know 100% yet.
Not 100%.
We're gonna try to end up somewhere around Robinsonville, I think, but we're not 100% sure.
Yep. So we're gonna try to boogie on up to Tellico Plains, about where we jumped off of the Smokey Mountain 1000 yesterday to get back here before the storms. Although that didn't work out great. But Day 3 is coming up, hopefully from Tellico Plains over toward Robbinsville or Andrews, whatever we end up deciding to do. Stay tuned for that. Good morning, folks. It is Day 3, our second day of riding on the Smokey Mountain 1000. It is early in the morning. We have an alarm clock called Birds. Woke us up real early. Breaking down camp. And we'll be off. Welcome back to Day 3 of the Smokey Mountain 1000.
What's going on, everybody?
Carson and I are getting ready to take off for the day. What's our plan today?
Well, we're going to try to go from here in Two Wheels of Suches, go back to Ducktown, I think it is.
Yep.
And then wind up over in Robinsonville.
Robbinsville is where the end point is on the 500. Andrews is where it is on the 1000, but we're going to go try to stay at the Iron Horse Motorcycle Lodge in Robbinsville tonight. That's our plan. Hopefully we'll get there. And hopefully it's not as technical as yesterday.
Right, yeah.
Or Sunday.
Right, yeah. Sunday was pretty technical. Kind of tested our skills a lot.
It did. And we're both ready for a break, even though we had all day off yesterday.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, folks. All right, folks. Well, we are officially back on the Smokey Mountain 1000 in the exact same spot that we jumped off of the Smokey Mountain 1000 yesterday evening. So our Day 3 adventure is now officially on. All right, guys. Well, it took 7 minutes to get to off pavement riding, and woo, I can tell already. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Ruh-roh. This isn't good. I will be back. Uh-oh. All right, guys, well, it started back up. You witnessed it. I have no idea what that was all about. I shut the key off, put it in neutral, and managed to get it started. But I have no idea what was going on there. I hope that's it. And don't have any other issues as we travel today, because we're going further and further from civilization. Yikes. Go catch up to Carson. I'm sure that at some point up here he's stopped and waiting and or turned around by now. But yeah, did not take long to get to the off-road stuff, but it is taking me a while to get my gravel legs under me again. It always seems to take me a little bit to get comfortable again. And there's Carson. My bike just died.
Oh, okay.
It quit, and then I saw you running, I'm sorry. It just quit, and then I couldn't get it started. And I'm trying and I'm trying. I finally rolled back a little bit, kicked it into neutral, turned it off, turned it back on, and was able to get it going again. But it scared me for a minute. I thought I was just dead.
Yeah, well, I happened to get up there and I'm looking back and I'm like, oh wait. So I waited just a second and I'm like, crap.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find somewhere to pull over too.
Yeah, it's tough, you know, on roads like this. Thank you for coming back, but I'm like, uh-oh. I'll go meet you at your bike. Oh, that sucks he had to stop for me. But, whew, I don't know if I dare shut it off. Don't think I will for the moment. All right, it's gonna be a little bit. Carson's gonna get up here. He's gonna need a rest before he gets going again. All right, guys. Get my helmet right. We're going again. Carson was running down the hill to see where I was, see if I was okay. So he wore himself out pretty good. So we took a little bit of a break. And now we are, like I said, already on some technical stuff. Kinsey Mountain Highway, apparently. And while I've got you here, I try to keep this brief. But, you know, this is adventure riding to me. This is, to me, 57 years old, not a whole lot of experience with this kind of stuff. It's technical riding. And you saw what I did on Sunday, and it wore me out, but there's more to it than that. Today, well, even yesterday, I was nervous about today. I'm still very nervous about today because I don't know what we're going to get into, which is the whole spirit of adventure, you know. But I don't know if riding or being nervous about going for a ride is the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be excited. It's supposed to be looking forward to it. And deep down, I think I am. But I've been nervous about today for 2 days now because Sunday was so tough. Now, today might end up being a much easier day. I don't know. But I have this trepidation, this worry worried about me, worried about the bike, worried about, you know, falling, getting hurt. I think that was Carson's shirt. Try to get his attention. You lost a shirt and your bag fell off. Alright guys, well, I'm back. We rescued Carson's shirt, got his bag squared away on the back of his bike. And real quick, back to what I was saying was, I spent all this time being very nervous about today. And of course I still am. If I'm that nervous, scared about riding like this, should I be doing it? We'll leave that hanging. Okay guys, going back to what I was saying about nervous, scared, worried, all that. Well, now the bike's dying. This is the second time in just a couple of miles that the bike just quit. I didn't hit anything, I didn't go over any big bumps, it just died. And it would not start back up immediately. I had to wait a few minutes with the off position, and then it came on. So I don't know what's going on. And here's another reason why I'm like nervous and scared about this. So I'm not good at working on bikes. I don't know these things. I don't know how to fix these things. I probably shouldn't be out doing stuff like this if that's the case. So anyway, I am gonna ride some of this technical stuff here. You stick with me while I go catch up to where Carson left his bike, and of course he came down the hill again. Feel horrible. He's getting so much exercise just because my bike's dying. And I just don't know why it's dying. Let's see if we get some smooth riding for a bit. Look at, he made that look easy peasy. Of course, I'm going to follow his tracks. Man, we've gone through these puddles and some of them stink. Good grief. Oh guys, the bike died yet again. I mean, we're not making any time, we're not making any miles because my bike just keeps dying. You've seen it on video at least once. The RPMs just go and there's nothing. And it takes me a little bit to get it started again. Again, I have no idea what the problem is. But Carson and I just talked about it, and because we're both feeling extremely apprehensive, we may get to the main road and then call it. Just do pavement. Let me lead for a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
That way you don't have to come hiking. Just don't run me over. All right, guys, well, should have thought of this sooner, but I'm going to lead for a little while because if my bike dies, then Carson doesn't have to come find me. He's just got to stop without running me over if my bike dies. Well, we're going to ride up here, and the Smokey Mountain 1000 will cut off to the left, and we're going to go to the right and head to a main road, and we're going to change up our plan. The Smokey Mountain 1000 is probably going to be not what we're doing anymore. We might do a bunch of pavement for a while just to see how my bike behaves, and then when I don't know, we have to make a plan, but if that plan includes, you know, riding on the Blue Ridge Parkway so that he can see it, Cherahela Skyway so he can see it, that's not a bad plan, you know. But if we do a whole bunch of pavement riding and my bike's fine, then we know we're just going to stick away from the dirt roads, or the technical dirt roads. But if we continue doing a loop up kind of near my home, where I know some of those dirt roads, you know, we might try to do that, so that he can at least see some of the area, and I know those roads aren't technical. Wow, that was crazy. McFarland Road's got some technicality to it, guys. Carson mentioned to me, same thing that I was talking about, is, you know, had no idea what the terrain was for the Smokey Mountain 1000. He saw some of my videos thinking that the Smokey Mountain 1000 was going to be like the roads in the Pisgah National Forest. And I thought they'd be similar. This section of the route has multiple water crossings. It's got the infamous Whit Road on it. And neither one of us are just feeling it today. Now, tomorrow could be a whole different story. But between not feeling it, being nervous about it, being apprehensive about it, and of course my bike misbehaving, we're just not sure if we should continue. We're kind of taking it as, hey, somebody up above, here we go, I'm just gonna go for it. Damn it. Yeah, I'm good. I thought I was gonna make it. Let's see. I'll get in the muck, because I'm the one that went down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I didn't put the kickstand down yet. Okay. I'm going to walk around you.
Yep, go ahead. I got it.
Not that kickstand's going to do me any good. Okay. I got the bike.
All right, come on. I got it. All right. It's leaned up against me.
Okay.
Go ahead and get on it.
You
got it?
I do.
Okay.
Now, will it start? And will I be able to go? And my boots are sticking in the mud. Whew. First drop for either one of us. Smart guy. Smart guy. I'm good. Bike even started, got out of the hole. I just stink. God, that stuff is horrible. Whew. Well, guys, that was fun. Yep, much more technical ride than I thought it would be. And I know a much more technical ride than he thought it would be. And we're fighting it. If we're fighting it, we probably shouldn't be doing it. Damn it! Holy cow! How did that happen? Or I should say, how did that not happen? Whew. I need a rest after that one. Good? Before we go through that, I wanted to make sure that we could get around that tree. It looks like we can. My bike's just not built for this. I'm not built for this. Log crossing? It's so slimy. We're almost to the point where we're gonna call it, and one more big old mud puddle, and of course I'm scared of them now. Okay. Well, those storms wreaked havoc out here. My turn's coming up. I think this reminds me very much of when I did the road and I got myself way out there and then I just wanted it done. And that's exactly how I feel right now. And I'm pretty sure Carson's feeling the exact same way. We're both very worried about our bikes. I mean, his is a 1993 that was never built in this country. And you know, it's a rare, very rare bike in this country. So, shouldn't be beating the heck out of a rare bike like that, or a VStrom that is not a dual sport. This road we saw on the map cuts off of this McFarland road. It's supposed to be somewhere around here on the right. Like right around this corner maybe. And we're hoping that it's either hard packed gravel or pavement. And every time I expect to see it, I don't. But then again, I'm also putt-putting along here. Oh, I think I see it. All right, guys, we are at a split in the road here. If we go off to my right, that is the Smokey Mountain 1000. We go off to my left, but right turn from the bike. That's confusing. We're off to Smokey Mountain 1000, and we're going to head to Turtletown, Tennessee. And together, Carson and I made that decision. If I was alone, I would have made the same decision. Probably a long time ago, because this stuff's kicking my butt. And I don't think my bike's built for it. I'm not built for it. This isn't super enjoyable to me. Not that I haven't had fun. It's been great. When it's over with, I feel like I'm very accomplished. I did some real technical riding, and I did it. But I'm nervous the whole time. I'm scared the whole time. Am I gonna break my bike? Am I gonna break me? So we're calling it right now on the Smokey Mountain 1000, and we're gonna head down to Turtletown. Carson and I are gonna spend some time just chatting, you know, coming together with what we're going to come from this point on, how the trip goes or not goes from here. If this trip ends right here, right now, I'm good with that. I had an absolute blast. The riding was great. The company was awesome.
I had a blast. You know, I mean, it's kind of a sad situation, but we both had fun together. We really didn't have any problems as far as, you know, dropping the bike. I mean, Patrick did drop it one time.
In the mud.
Out of all of it.
Yep.
And there was a lot of stuff that we really could have dropped it on and even got hurt.
Yeah, oh yeah, very easily could have got hurt with all the rocks and the ledges. And of course, we did have a lot of rain over the last week, and there's a lot of water, a lot of mud, a lot of ruts. It's technical riding, and I'm sure there's a ton of you that look at this and, oh, easy peasy, 50 miles an hour. Not me. It's torture for me to try to get through it all. But anyway, I will be back at some point. Hopefully Carson and I can sign this whole video series off at some point. All right, guys, we're done.
Yeah.
Carson and I had a great time.
Real good time.
What did we do? 3 days of hanging out together.
Yep. A day and a half of riding together,
Which was fantastic.
and some beautiful roads too. You know, the pavement roads were great. You know, we don't have these type of roads up here or back home, and like they do up here. And so I enjoyed the twisties and everything, and even some of the twisties there on the dirt roads were fun.
Yeah,
you know?
yep. And you know, it was a little more technical than I'm used to and struggled with quite a bit, but it was still a blast because I got to hang out with him. And by sheer luck, we ended up spending an entire day just kind of hanging out together at the campground. And it was fantastic.
Very much fun.
Loved meeting you and hanging out with you.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And we're definitely going to do it again.
Yep.
No doubt.
We will do some riding somewhere, somehow, sometime in the very near future.
Yes.
All right. Motoramblings?
Out.
Adventurous rider? We're out of here.
See ya.
From both Carson and I, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone can stay well, stay safe. Most of all, stay happy, y'all. Motoramblings out.